Good morning, everybody. This is Dee Reinhardt with Illinois WorkNet. Thank you for joining us today. This morning, I would like to introduce to you Matt Hillen of DCEO. He's going to tell us a little bit about Illinois WorkNet's involvement with the DEI program. Welcome, Matt.
Hi, Dee. So hi, everybody. We are going to be doing a pretty brief webinar I saw today regarding Illinois WorkNet's rollout of DEI services and specifically some of the things around the partner locator and how partner locator feeds into other things on Illinois WorkNet, why it's important for DEI, and some of the tools that we're going to be using when we start to roll out the broader Illinois WorkNet plan for DEI.
Great. Well, thank you, Matt, for joining us today. If you hear anything during the course of the presentation that you would like to chime in on, just let us know. For those of you listening, if you have not already downloaded the handouts in the lower left-hand file pod corner, you can do that now. They will open up to a new browser window in your internet browser, so that's where they'll be when you're looking for where did they go. Today we're going to go through a little bit of a PowerPoint presentation, and then we're going to go live to the website itself. So let's get started. We're talking about the Service Finder and site management on that. One of the reasons that this is very important is because our site and Service Finder and our site management feeds a number of sites that are associated with Illinois WorkNet. The actual Illinois WorkNet Center site, the Disability Works, our WIA Works, WIOA Works, the Layoff Assistance Tool, as well as the Career One Stop, which is a national website. It also fills in the resources for our Job Prep app, which is a mobile app on Android and iOS phones. If you have already submitted your site, it will be in our partner sites, and this is the process that we go through to make sure that we've got referral and partner sites available. This also includes the DEI program, or the Disability Employment Initiative partners. They need to have their sites listed on our service. The first thing that you can do is go to the partner resources, which is in the footer, and I've got a little image here that shows you where you'll find it. It's right in the middle at the bottom of the page in the footer on IllinoisWorkNet.com, www.illinoisworknet.com. Once you click on the partner resources, it will take you to our page that has our program guides for partners, and you'll see two places. There's the request for applications and then our main portion that is the DEI partner guide. So once you click on the page and click in that box, you will be taken to the DEI resources. And if you want to copy down this this website address, and Chelsea can put that in the chat pod for us so that you can click directly. It will take you to the partner guide that has the login required for you to access those documents, calendar, and future resources and tools that will be available for DEI partners. This is the starting point for our work with everyone. You can download the instruction sheets that are in the file pod, and then also, if you need them at a later point in time, they will be in the Partner Resources Download and Print section. What we're going to be doing is to make sure that everybody is staying up to date with their contacts, because people retire, people leave, people go to other jobs, maybe they're no longer in charge of something. We're going to be doing a checkup periodically to make sure that people can verify their contact information. So every 6 months or so, we'll be checking with the active partners and those primary contacts to make sure that everybody is still in the list that needs to be in the list. So the next steps that we're going to take is to make sure that your site information is accurate. We want you to begin using the site management to add your special program, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment or two. We want to add that program information, and if you have any referral information, you can add that as well. So that's the end of our PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to hide this screen here. And if everybody can see my screen, you should be able to see Illinois WorkNet up on your screen right there. So if you can see that, if you could please raise your hand and let me know. Great. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to enlarge this just a little bit so that you can see it just a little bit better. So thank you for letting me know that you can see it. This is Illinois WorkNet, and we'll just do another real quick show, raise of hands, of how many of you have actually been to visit the new Illinois WorkNet website yet. Oh, come on, everybody should have seen it. All right, what we're going to do, we have a recording. It's a big picture webinar, and Chelsea, if you'd like to put that up in the chat pod too, it gives you a little tour of what Illinois WorkNet is going to be able to do for you. To access the partner resources, we want to scroll to the footer of the page, and you'll see right here in the middle it has partner resources. Once we click on partner resources, it takes you to announcements, our calendar, all of the different information that's available to partners. And right here we have the two options. We've got the link for request for applications for DEI, as well as the link to the DEI Partner Guide. Now I'm going to click there, and it takes us to the screenshot that we had in the PowerPoint presentation, and you can see that this is for the Disability Employment Initiative project, and you can sign in right here to access your DEI calendar and protected documents. Otherwise, we have documents that are not required for login, archived videos that will be coming, FAQs that will be coming, and guide updates that will be coming very shortly. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk about how you can update your information in site management. This is to make sure that you add your information to the location and make sure that your special program is added to your location, your site location. So from Partner Resources, again, you would go to the Illinois WorkNet Service Finder Admin, and that is a site that requires login information, and I'm already logged in our test site, so I'm going to show you from here. I would have logged in. Now, I do have a full list of programs because I do have state-level access. Your list would be limited to the sites that are for your location. Now, if you are an LWIA coordinator or if you are a primary contact, you will be able to see the list of your programs. If you don't see your organization or location in your list, you want to contact info@illinoisworknet.com, and Chelsea's going to put that in the chat pod, and that will give us the ability to have you contact the correct person. Now, one thing that you can do is if you do not see your organization or your location in your list, go to the public side of the Service Finder on Illinois WorkNet, which is under Network and Connect section, and see if your site or location actually shows up in the list there. If it's showing up publicly, that just means that you may not have the proper access to see the list to update information. And that's when you would contact info@illinoisworknet.com to make sure that you can have the right person access and update your information. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to show you how you would add the special program to your listing. And I'm going to go to this D's test site that is approved. And I'm going to click on Edit. And then since we're adding a referral or special program, I'm going to go right to that tab, which is right here at the top. It says Referrals and Special Programs. And I'm going to go to the button that says Add Program. So I'm going to do another check. Can everybody see my screen okay, or should I make this a little bit bigger? Raise your hand if it's fine. Okay. All right. So I'm going to continue from here. All right, so we're going to go to the Add Program button. This gives us options to add information. And the program that you're adding is the DEI, Disability Employment Initiative. So I'm going to add that to my list. I'm going to click right there. Is this location actively participating in the program? And I'm going to say yes. And then I have the option to add where my services are provided. Is it statewide? If it is statewide, I can select that, and it will add it to the selected counties. Or I can scroll down and find the county that I want. So I'm going to add DeKalb and hit select. It moves it over to the other list. I'm going to find Ogle County, and I'm going to select that and add it to the list. And then I'm going to look for, I'll look for Kane County, and I'll select and add it to the list. And then that now means that my organization covers Disability Employment Initiative, or DEI, in these 3 counties, and then I can add the funding source. And I'm going to just select DHS. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. And then I'm going to save and add another, or else just save. So right now I'm going to save it, and as you can see here, Disability Employment Initiative is added to my program. And so then I'm going to go back and return to my list, and then that's it. Now, if you have done the research and you do not see your location or organization in the list, then you can go through the process of adding a new site. And to add a new site, you click on the tab there. You agree to the terms of service. Click Next. You pick whether it's a community referral or an Illinois workNet partner. We would be a work support referral. We're going to save and continue. Whether or not you are WIOA funded. And then you fill in the information down the list. The information to do this is in the handout that says create a new site. So I'm not going to proceed here, but that is the information. So if you are a partner site and not just a referral site, you would pick that as well. So that's all the information there about knowing what your location actually is. So if you have any specific questions, I'm happy to demonstrate those for you. If you have any other questions, either Chelsea or Matt or I can answer those for you. So let us know. Just type those into the chat pod for us. And otherwise, if you have questions in the future, if you happen to be watching the recording for this, you can always send a message to info@illinoisworknet.com, and we'll be happy to help you through. You can also access the FAQ section on Illinois WorkNet under the Partner Resources to make sure that you can either look at the archived webinars, or you can look in the download and print section for any of, and then if you just have other general questions about anything, we do have our FAQ and all of our glossary in our updates and help. And if you want to check your location to see if your location or organization is in the Illinois WorkNet Service Finder, you would see that under Network and Connect and go to the Illinois WorkNet Service Finder. And I'm going to enter a zip code here. And search. And as you can see from what shows up on the screen, all of the offices and locations with all of the different services will show up for you. All right. As the DEI items are added, you want to check back to make sure that there are specific items added. You will see on a regular basis we will be doing updates and adding. All right. I don't see any additional questions coming in from our audience. I want to thank everybody for participating today. Matt, do you have any closing words that you would like to say?
Not especially. I just do want to make sure that if anybody does have questions about this stuff or about how it affects you, or how it affects your LWIA's rollout of DEI, feel free to email Chelsea. Feel free to email me, and I can, we can all discuss it together. Keep me looped on the questions that you ask WorkNet, so that I can make sure that we're kind of tracking all of that stuff. So, and thanks for everybody's time.
Thank you very much, Matt, for joining us today, and to all of our participants, and to Chelsea for manning the chat pod. You know how they say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village to run one of these webinars. So thank you to Chelsea for joining me today on the webinar and keeping